Welcome, everybody. We are going live here yet again, and today I get my first co-caster other than Hitch to join me. Knight Noble, welcome, sir.
Hello. It's
Or
it's good to be back.
good. Glad that you are happy to be back. It's been a while. It's been quite a while actually. I think you did you cast in the show match with me? I think was the last time we casted together.
I believe so. Yes. I haven't had really time to because I've been focused on a lot of work related stuff and just wanted to just play team games as well. So my priorities have been elsewhere.
There and fair enough. We do have a bit of an issue with the Civ draft they sent us today. It's not of these two players. So I don't know what they're doing here. It's kind of awkward. But we don't have the Civ draft for it. But we do have the maps here. Um,
I believe that's the incorrect Civ draft there. I think that's for another two players, or that's something completely unrelated.
yeah, that's just the one they sent me. So let's get rid of that. It's not important. We'll move on. We have Alexander selecting Arena Cove and Reblaus selecting Nomad Hubs. They banned all the way down. And we'll end up with Mon Bailey for game number one. What do you think about the draft system thus far?
I think it's fine. Having the snipe there keeps things interesting and kind of forces players to not rely on their best Civ and kind of pick their secondary picks for their mats.
I agree. I
But
am
still, I mean, you're still going to get away with at least one strong Civ, one or two strong Civs for this best of three.
indeed. I agree. And I think with all these civs that we have nowadays and the balance we have, there's just a lot of good civs that you can choose from. So I like it. I like the system a lot. I'm at 5 seconds when you're ready, though.
Loading up now.
Yep, just count me down. Give me the 3, 2, 1, and then we'll on pause on go. Die,
Hurry
Rublos.
up, capture age.
Guy Reblaus will be playing as the Mongols in teal, Alexander with the Khmer in yellow.
All right, I'm at 5 seconds.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, another best of three here. Round of 17. Round of 17. 1700 bracket. Round of 32. I believe Alexander. We saw him play Hopeless previously, and he took that set in the round of 64 and advanced to face Guy Reblaus here. Um, Civilizations here, Knight. What do you think? Khmer or Mongols? Who would you prefer on Mount Bailey?
In the early game, I probably prefer Khmer just because their economy is so strong, and of course, you don't need any buildings to click up to the next stage. Then again, that might be a little redundant here, as you only need one building to click up for any other Civ. So it's still a good bonus. You're saving up on wood. I don't think it plays a whole lot of factors here for Khmer. Because it won't be, it won't put them super far ahead as they usually are on maps like Arabia.
Yeah, and I mean it is technically not a super great closed map, but you do have yourself some vision on the map. You're closed in, get a lot of things for free. So I mean, any bonus is a good bonus, but
Mm-hmm.
obviously,
Look at the micro here from Reblaus and Reblaus. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Almost as bad as you with pronouncing names.
well, welcome to the game. These users' names. For anyone
All right, we're
wondering,
going for.
Alexander has elo of 1409 currently, and Dire Blas has an elo of 1602. So a bit of a discrepancy in elo. Obviously, first round for for 30 round of 32,
Mhm.
there will be some different elos coming at you, but we have seen that not matter so much. To be honest.
Yeah, and I'm liking what I'm seeing here from Reblaus here. Already going for his boars here. Really want to take advantage of the Mongols hunt bonus. So seeing here from Alexander, pretty much more of a standard play here. Both players doing the exact same thing, letting the sheep hold it up in the gate while they get the boar in. And oh, look at this. Love the micro here from Alexander, pushing in here while he's getting the boar all at the same time. Love it.
And there's been a lot
Great
of
micro there.
greed. There's been a lot of greed on this map to get in this hunt real early lately, especially with the deer.
I think you can get away with it. I think the timings for punishing someone early enough to get them off hunt is usually probably not worth it. It usually comes in feudal play for punishing someone on hunt. But then again, Reblaus is Mongols, so you'll be able to get up all his hunt insanely fast.
Oh yeah, and he's sent a few vills out for that as well, so he'll beat it through the hunt very quickly. Do have extra hunt on this one though. Looks like he'll
Yep.
push the few deer that are not next to the mill over close to the mill. And Geo is here. Welcome back, sir. And yeah, 3 hours of casting solo earlier, and Knight's gonna join me for this one set this evening. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed. I know it's been non-stop casting for like the last 2 weeks, but you probably expect that to continue at least for the next week or so as well.
So, what strategy do you think both players are going to go for here? I mean, with Khmer, it's really kind of up in the air what they're going to do. You go scouts or you go archers. Both are really strong with this since they save a lot of wood on their not needing to build a barracks. But have to see what they're going to do, you know?
Honestly, I've been thrown for a loop this bracket and both these brackets. This whole tournament has been some interesting strategies. I've seen all-in man-at-arms work on this map. Not something that I thought I would see. And it's been quite interesting because we've had a few occasions where one player is going for fast castle play, the other player goes all aggro, and you know how that works out on this map. These walls, they are here, but it's more of a false safety because they're so weak. Doesn't take much to get through them, and it's been very interesting. I think we have seen only one of these matchups that were both players actually boomed.
And build production isn't stopping here for Reblaus while Alexander already clicked up to Imperial Age a minute ago. Did I say Imperial Age? I'm sorry.
Feudal Age.
Rusty here. Feudal Age here.
No worries.
Yeah, he's already clicked up to Feudal Age here, so we expected some aggression here. So I am going to expect... I'm going to say... Oh, Archer play. He's on 2 on gold, so it's going to be Archers here.
An interesting play for Khmer, though. Not something that you would really expect as an opening here. So it probably will come as a surprise. He's up quite early as well. It's only a 19 pop up. But it will be a surprise, and that sometimes is all that matters. We have Stone for our Mongol player. He's on Stone, folks. So
it's looking like a more of a FC here from Reblaus.
On Stone? You think on Stone? What's he going to do? Sell the Stone, you think?
Could be. I mean, his population's already way higher. And I think you'll be a little late to the aggression here if Alexander gets out of range. But let's see what they're gonna do. Of course, he has 2 vills on gold, 2 vills on stone, 1 vill on gold. So I think this is going to be an FC. He's sending more vills to gold. Yeah, this is going to be an FC here from Reblaus.
Alexander's yet to build anything either, so potentially the same for me.
It's also very fast. I'm not sure I like the feudal timing then from Alexander. I don't think going up this early really gets you anything. I think it just gets you a couple more vills. And I mean, I guess that's kind of the point. He wants to continue vill production, get a little bit of a better economy. And looks like Alexander will be able to click up here. But I think the click up times here will be about the same. No, actually, it'll be a lot faster for Alexander. It'll be way better. Again, using the Khmer advantage here. We're going to see the blacksmith and the market coming here for Reblaus, but he shouldn't be too far behind here.
And we'll see a stable for our Khmer player, so doesn't look like he's going to be looking to do anything crazy as far as a huge boom. Just spend the wood on that stable. You think that he could be going for scouts then for map control? Or you think he's going to try to break in and do damage here? Because there are 5 relics on this map.
Now, long-term, Khmer is not great against Mongols. They have all the units they need to counter Khmer. Of course, having one of the strongest unique units in the game, the Mangadai, counters a majority of what Khmer can do.
That's true.
We'll have to see here, and it looks like Reblaus is going straight from Mangadai. FC Mangadai.
I think that makes sense. He's not been under any threat here. He's been on stone this whole time.
We're seeing a range here up from Alexander. You think he knows that there's going to be some kind of range unit in play here?
Very odd. Very odd. so far. I'm not sure what these guys are really up to. Hard to say. Scouts tangle in the middle. It's going to be a 50-50 shot unless someone pulls back. Reblaus does pull back there, so he will
Hmm.
save his scout for the time being. Castle Age will be in about a minute faster, and we'll see what Alexander goes for. He doesn't really have anything on wood, so it's going to be Knight
Gonna
and
be
Archer.
Knights and Archer. Double gold composition. I think Khmer could do it well.
Bad.
He has a lot on food, right? Actually, 12 on food, so not a whole lot on food, but he needs to continue adding more vills in the food he wants to keep up Knight production.
Yeah, he only has 8 villagers on berries, though. That'll be up quickly. Won't last for very long.
Mhm.
It's pretty slow income.
But then again, do you...
Farms what you want.
But do you think Alexander could get through quick enough? Do you think he could get through quick enough to stop any kind of... stop the castle?
Probably not. Castle's about to
No,
go
I
down.
don't think so either.
Actually, it will be a TC. It won't be a castle, so...
TC first, going for the more the defensive approach. 2 TC Mega Die production. The Knight's already knocking on the gate here, but I think he'll have enough stone to get the castle up here.
Yeah, there's not
Already
a
seen
lot
the
of
second farm
military.
upgrade as well.
The archers have no upgrades, the knights have no upgrades. They will get in. He's not going to send a vill
No.
here. There's
Castle
the
going up right now. He's going to be able to get through here. Reblaus has no military right now. Oh, he stopped building the castle. Okay. He might be afraid. He might be afraid of the military. He's suspecting the military here. He knows he won't be able to get up.
I think that was just too late.
Yeah, he's just going to force the TC, which is the safer move here. Unfortunately, his gold is exposed here.
All of his golds and his stones will be on a bit. He's going to be on a big timer here.
Yep,
He's not gonna
and
have much. He needs to get a castle up ASAP.
And keep in mind, these knights have 0 upgrades. So they're pretty bad against town centers. They're fully garrison town centers.
Yep, villager goes down, the scout goes down, a second TC behind this for Alexander. Bloom just now coming in, and look at the farms coming down now. Interesting. It's very strange, the timing. Alexander did have quite the impressive Castle Age time, not needing to build everything there. Obviously a bonus. Like
Good reaction there from both players.
Like you said, though, no upgrades, and now we have 2 TCs versus 2 TCs, but we have very little control here for Reblaus. 2 villagers exposed.
Yeah, the production is worse here for Reblaus. It's not good.
Oh, he didn't
Of course, he's idling. Yeah, he's idling. He's trying to get that castle up. He's trying to figure out some way to get it up, and those 2 villagers are likely dead on the gold. All right, this is his opportunity. He's taking his opportunity here to get the castle up, and he's going to get it up. So he'll be able to take a safe gold pile here.
Very costly, though. He's gonna
lots of idle time, no military production, and this main TC wasn't really not the best efficiency. He's going to try to break in there. But how do you think he'll be if he's able to get up to a small mass of Mangada?
Not good with this economy. He's gonna lose another village trying to re-wall this. He has 1 gold that's safe. Everything else is under threat. His main TC area up here on the hill is about to be broken into. All of these farms.
There's a lot of vills on stone.
So he had nothing on food there momentarily because he took everything off of the berries.
No. Then again, he does have a second farming upgrade, so his farms are actually better than Alexander's farms. Let's see. How do you think Reblaus is going to come back here in this game?
Well, Mangadai are his only chance with monks mixed in, I think. But
he has 9 on stone. I'm not sure I like that.
Yeah, until he has numbers, he's constantly under threat here. Constantly under threat. Another vill will go down. He's not even paying attention under this town center here.
No, now he reacted. Again, these knights, 0 upgrades, just to reiterate. But then again, the TC also has no upgrades, so these knights are actually perfectly fine.
And this is a lot of idle time. A lot of vills idle. Over half of his economy.
Yeah, I think the approach might have been a little too greedy here from Reblaus.
He still has 5 vills.
He's going for
center that he's yet to on garrison as well. So
yeah, and you know how many Mangada he has out right now?
3.
3 Mangada and a single monk. He's off goal because the castle unfortunately does not range the archers.
Yeah,
he's
really
not in a great position here at all.
Potentially low.
Things are
too much greed from him trying to get this castle really quickly.
things are just starting to get worse and worse here from Reblaus.
Another vill goes down. A farm gets sniped here. These knights are doing good work. Another vill will go down. This game is
2
not
bills.
going the way that Reblaus had planned. He can't afford to produce anything really other than villagers right now. Got a few monks that he's been able to pull out, but no conversions yet.
Yep. See, it's like such a sloppy game. Then again, Alexander's macro back home is looking pretty good. I mean, he's holding a lot of gold because he's only on 1 stable. I think he kicks that up to 2 stables, starts getting upgrades for his knights, then he can start fully producing them. And he's gonna get converted here. Though I would be mighty disappointed if Alexander got a little too complacent here and he felt like he has a good position. And his position is great. He's on 3 TCs right now. He's up by 10 vills, or 9 vills. The vill difference isn't actually that bad. I mean, Reblaus has lost 5 vills, but still managed to keep up vill production, which is quite impressive.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely helping him. The idle time for Alexander exceeds 6 minutes already, so he's going to be a little bit behind compared to what he thinks. He is going to go home. He is on 3 TCs. His economy does look good behind us. These are Khmer farms, so, you know, it looks like a cheat code as all that food flies in. But
yeah, but it's only +1. It's only the first upgrade, and the first upgrade only just gives you extra capacity.
Exactly. We'll grab a monastery, and maybe he'll go for some relics. He is switching into skirmishers, as we call the Mangadai, which isn't that bad, but you really don't want to have to go skirms against Mangadai at the end of the day.
I think skirms and what is this, Mangadai in low numbers from just only 1 castle production is a fine choice. I mean, he's gonna go skirm and knight, and I think that's fine. He just needs to have get all his eco upgrades behind this too. Speaking of eco upgrades, as Reblaus is getting his 2nd wood upgrade, his eco is going to be pretty good here. He's on 3 TCs here, and vill difference is only like, well, actually, the difference is getting bigger now. It's a 12 vill difference.
Well, Reblaus only has 2 town centers compared to 3, so that's where he's.
Barracks coming down here from Reblaus. So we're probably going to see a stable here. We're going to see stable upgrades. Can he really afford stable upgrades? I guess if he forces it, he can. I've seen the Mangadai are getting ready to push in.
What can they do is the question. Thought Ganaro's going to come in. He doesn't have any archer armor on these skirms.
Sending every vill to build that town center. I'm not sure that's a great idea. I think it should be the current amount he has on it, and then the other half just goes to wood to make farms. But, you know, to each their own. As the skirms are moving out here.
University going to be coming down here. Alexander's can afford a castle as well already. We might see a forward castle and a faster imp time here, which could be great to get rid of the possibility of Mangadai.
Yeah, skirms with armor and bodkin are gonna just stop any kind of Mangadai aggression.
They're not elite.
The relics.
They are the you know, the feudal age version. So
yeah, so they're not gonna live very long.
Deal with them quite effectively.
They still do bonus damage, so they have to watch out for that. It's crazy. The score is still relatively close.
There's no bloodlines on these Mangadai, actually, so this is actually a really bad position for them to try to take any fight against this. Lead Skirm is on its way in as well. Handcart, getting all the eco upgrades now.
Yep.
And looking very good for Alexander. The Mangadai numbers are only up to 10. He is long range mining these
stone. That is not the best there. Still has way too many on stone here. I know he wants a 2nd castle just to increase his production, but I'm not sure if it's worth it.
Bloodlines is coming in for Reblaus. Ballistics, and we have leather archer armor coming in for these skirmishers though. And Imp is not going to be far away. I wouldn't be surprised to see a castle come forward anytime now. Wait, no, he got rid of the stone. He sold the stone? Nope, castle is actually going to be on the gold on the south. Ooh, I don't like that.
For more defensive.
All, honestly.
No, I don't like it either. I wish it was forward right in front of his face, just claiming that forward gold there.
Yeah, I mean, I was hoping it'd be so he could start making trips in the next stage. This is going to be tough. He is still on stone, and he does have a economy, so maybe he's hoping to pressure and then build another castle forward.
Yeah. Seeing a 4th town center here coming from Reblaus, so he's gonna make he's gonna get catch up to the build numbers from Alexander. Alexander still doesn't have the 2nd farming upgrade. That really makes a difference there with Khmer farms. As the Knights are able to break in here. Knights and Skerns here. But then again, these Knights, they only have Bloodlines at +1. Oh, are they like trapped? I guess they're kind of trapped there.
At the same time. There's not a hole, but he will be able to snipe a Vil there. Maybe a few more.
1 Vil, 2 Vils. But these Knights, they're not really getting anything done other than, you know, oh, the Skerns. The Skerns are taking so much damage for the castle and the TC.
Yeah, that's
that's a lot of unnecessary damage. That's 5 Skirms down there.
And the Mangudai are coming in too. He's not going to hesitate here. A lot of this is going to be pretty safe though under the town centers.
Yep.
Not what you want to see happen, especially while you've clicked Imperial Age behind this. Ooh,
the Knights are already under the TC there from Reblaus, and he's
in the back for Alexander. We've got Vils all over the place. Luckily, he's
getting
more skirms out.
You know what? I think this comes down to where the castle placement was. I think the castle was forward there, then Reblaus would have no way of getting into his base. And look at that. Reblaus is also caught up to Alexander's build count. That is pretty good. And again, the eco... Yeah, the eco balance from Alexander here is not the best, folding almost, 1,500 wood. He's going for ballistas. I don't like this at all.
Mangudai are losing some numbers here, though. That's important. The skirmishers are being very beneficial here. Imp is almost here as well, and Reblaus is nowhere near, so he should be okay. The Knights dive under the center.
I have to say, both players are floating a ton of wood here. Okay, I think Reblaus notices that, and he's gonna add some farms here. He's added a TC down south there.
Going on the stone, he wants the stone control. He wants another castle.
He wants to maximize Mangudai production, and he also wants to get a lot of farms out too. It feels weird. Another player really using their economies to the maximum here. In early game, both players did a good job with that, but now it's not seeming like it's too good overall here.
Yeah, the Mangudai numbers are getting up there, though, up to 17 already, and they'll be producing more and more. But Reblaus has to stop production. He needs to stop building everything, and he needs to get up at this point. He's seen the castle, the Trebs will be coming, and at this point, full skirm will be just fine for him here, which is not what you want to do. He's gonna start taking into light cap. Actually, is he gonna stay castle age? Looks like he is. He's gonna have to
I think he has no
age.
choice.
Yep.
If he clicks the imp right now, then he's at a deficit.
Yep, there comes that castle that we wanted to see earlier. While the Mangudai are gonna break in, there's gonna be some villagers here. He's gonna run, but that castle will go up forward then.
Try to get a conversion here.
No luck.
No conversion.
Skirms push this away. Tons and tons of resources here for both players, like you were saying, though. Reblaus still has to click up, and Alexander's floating a ton as he will add Hussar of his own.
Yeah, look at that. Reblaus is able to rebalance his economy here. It's a good job from him, and he's already able to click up to Imperial. And this is getting to the point where it starts to become better and better for Mongols here. Then again, he is in Castle Age, so he's at a tech disadvantage. But right now, he needs to get those Trebs working on Reblaus's castle. He needs to Treb him down, and he needs to just kill the Mongol castles. That's the best thing you do against Mongols, is stop their castle production.
Yeah, and obviously he's going to be able to afford another castle. And the Skirms are going to walk into the castle fire again, which is not ideal. But sniping these trebuchets is going to be pretty difficult, even with the Mongols right now, because so many Skirms.
I'd say you just don't even attempt it. Like, it's not worth to try to snipe that trebuchet with the Mangudai. You're better off just keeping them alive and then adding light cav transition. And that is what's coming up right now.
I do like that Alexander's expanding down here to the southern corner as well. He's not just going to stay in his base. Wood is obviously a concern on this map. If you do stay home too long, you will regret it. Mangudai are trying to counter, and they will probably find some damage, but
I think he should just play a little defensive here. He'll get some damage in just because the Skirm's out of position. And as soon as Alexander sees that, he's just going to run his gold bills here. And actually, let's see if he's paying attention. He is paying attention. Good tension there from him, and he's going to start queuing up skirns here.
Both players do have a bit of a overboom potential going on here, though. So
Yep.
losing a few villas here, not the end of the world.
See, Alexander needs to defend his base and also continue the push here at the same time. He's going to send all the skirns back. I think that's probably the right choice there, but he's also sending the trebuchet there with it. I don't think that's... He might have just selected all the units there on accident.
Yeah, probably. Imp is in. What upgrades are we going to see? Bracer makes sense. Not going to be able to afford Elite Mangadai at the moment.
Yeah, and I think this is playing advantage here for Reblaus. He's distracting him at home. He's able to get the castles all over his base, and his base will be really well fortified. He already has one big gold pile that'll keep him alive for a very long time. Actually, more, 2 gold piles there that'll keep him alive for a long time. He's going to see Hussar here, and this is not the composition you want Mongols to get to. You don't want them to be alive to get up to Elite Mangadai and Hussar spam.
But I mean, right now the position, I mean, it's 200 pop to 170. The castles are going to start to be trebbed down. He's going to have to pay a lot of attention to this. Until the military numbers increase here, I think that he's just fine to do this. He's trading Ballista Elephants off, finally, didn't really need those to begin with. Castle's getting trebbed down for 2 here. Boarding's coming in for Alexander, so he's getting the right upgrades behind this to hold for as long as he can.
And Reblaus has done a great job keeping his Mangadai alive here. Now, he's in a good position just to go out and start just shooting the trebuchet. Yeah, and again, the skirms are getting in position here.
A lot of skirms.
He needs to keep these castles alive. He wants to keep up Mangadai production. He's getting Parthian tactics, getting +3 armor. For scale barding. He's going to start spamming out Hussars. He needs to get a big ball of Hussars here so he can take a fight with the Mangadai and Hussars. Because right now...
taking a decent exchange.
Right now, Alexander's army is mostly skirmishers. And knights with +2 armor. Actually, Alexander's army is quite weak. If Reblaus gets a big army of Hussars here, and then he really can't do anything. He's going to buy some stone here to continue repairing the castle. Then in a few Hussar in that just do, I guess, just die.
Some trebs in the back here that Alexander has yet to send forward. Really good to see those come forward. Villagers have been seen down here as well, though, so maybe he'll start to expand and attack the eco down here. Mangadai are being protected. They are still not elite Mangadai, so odds are that he's going to be saving up for that as soon as he can, especially given the Mangadai numbers here. Backup trebs, I guess.
Did I say he was getting +3? I did not look at that correctly. He does not get that tech. Yeah, right now, I think Reblaus, he needs to get up his farm count, and he needs to get a lot of Hussar in right now.
Yeah, I mean,
he needs to not trickle the Hussar.
Are not really possible. He's got 146 vills, he's got 32 Mangadai, so that's kind of a falling problem right now, but he is banking, and he's not really losing position or valuable units here. Vills are starting to get down.
And again, Alexander doesn't have the composition to really push into his base. I think Alexander right now, I think he should have elephant transition. I mean, he has control of most of the golds in the map, and he has banked up a lot of gold. He's banked up a lot of wood that it can be turned into stables and farms. I think that'd be a great transition here.
Yeah, I mean, it would be fine. I mean, obviously, though,
and
it's a ways off.
He's going for the workshop there. I don't like that. I think he really should try to go in here. He has a lot of skirms. I don't think Alexander realizes that he has an army lead, or at least an army that'll counter just the Mangadai. As we're seeing Elite come in here for for Reblaus.
Yep, skirms are here though. They're kind of on a hill, and these Mangadai are taking some shots, but skirms will get pulled back.
Yep, and we're seeing the stables come out here from Alexander.
Yeah, the skirms are gonna get a kill on this trebuchet here. So it's a bit rough. Losing the treb that way.
Rip the treb.
And the Mangadai are coming.
He's up to elite Mangadai. And this is slowly getting to the point of the game you don't want Mongols to be at. Of course, he does have a lot of skirmishers, but these trebs are in a terrible position. But then again, this fight isn't going to be great for him to take. This is not a fight I think Reblaus should take.
Yeah, he's going to turn and run it back. But lose a lot of this.
He's lost a lot of Mangadai there.
4 castles. really not shooting anything valuable. It looks like they're shooting all separate things. One is attacking a castle right now, which is really awkward.
I think Alexander's just going to overwhelm him.
Yeah,
He just has so much more military right now.
Yeah, the numbers. The Mangadai numbers are falling. There used to be 32 in the original stack up here. He's down to 12.
Oh, rip the Treb. Another Treb that's really on really low HP here. And how many stables is Reblaus spamming out of? That looks like only 5.
Yeah, it's not good either.
So seeing a castle come up on the gold there.
We do have much better production for stables for Alexander. He's up to 12 already. Another Treb goes down, though.
I really think Elephants will close out this game. A couple more, like another 3 more Trebuchets just to push these castles. Honestly, even Siege Ram too. Like, Reblaus does not have the production of Mangadai he wants right now. Nor does it have production of Hussar he needs to hold this army off.
Yeah, it's 20 plus population right now for Alexander, and the Cavalier looks like they're just interested in doing some raids at the moment.
I don't think that gets the job done.
Mangadai come out of the castle. So they're gonna
I don't think this is the right call here. He's gonna snipe the Trebuchet here, and he's just gonna run back. He's just gonna keep turtling here. I think Alexander, he needs to fight this army instead of trying to raid him to death.
I actually don't really mind it because he doesn't have any siege now, so he's got to do something, and at least killing Vill's better than nothing at this point. He really should.
Yeah, but he's taking so much damage here. He's just losing units essentially for free.
Yeah, he should have been attacking these castles, those Trebs, though. They were not targeting the same building. They were all just kind of around, and that's not ideal.
Look at the population right now. Population is great. It's actually pretty close for both players.
The raids are going to get cleaned up. The Elite Mangadai numbers are okay-ish. There's 22 of them on the map. There's a castle now in the south here for Reblaus. He looks to hold some map position.
Yeah, and he's getting Herbal Medicine to heal up his Mangadai. It's a good call there.
Relics behind us are 3-1 here. Reblaus will have the 3. And both players...
I don't even notice how much gold he has in the bank right now. Oh my god. Almost 5k gold.
Yeah, well, he's not been able to push out, though. He continues to lose units and mass units. He's just not pushing. Where's his siege? He has yet to even produce many Trebs this game.
There's no strong push coming in right now. They're just trying to mass up units here, and mass up units and not pushing won't get anything done here. I mean, right now he's just sending Hussar in to die.
Yeah, there's gonna be 3 Trebs coming forward here, though. So maybe we'll see these castles start to get pressured. Mangadai numbers are back up there, though, up to 38 of them already.
Those are good numbers for Mangadai. It's getting siege engineers, it's good tech. It's getting onager.
That's great.
He's gonna get drilled too. He's gonna take a fight here, but then again, he's fighting skirms up a hill, and that's not a fight you want to take.
Yeah, I think he should actually get the other Trebs up here and continue this fight and just spam until he can't spam anymore.
Yeah. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. Don't you think Elephants here would be a little bit more of a powerful unit against
it would be,
the Mangadai?
They're so costly and they're so slow. I don't know if he's just not wanting
to
go for him.
But what does Alexander really got done with these Cavalier? I mean, he's raided, sure. Are the castles still alive? Yes, all 3 of them are still alive.
True. I mean,
yes,
he's kind of
doesn't have a unit for killing power right now.
He's put himself in this position.
He's able to take down a castle. That's a good job there. That costs 2 trebuchets, but then again, Reblaus is losing so many man. He's taking so much damage there. That's definitely not what you want to have happen there.
Yeah, I feel like he's let this happen, and he's just not been worried about it. He's very happy with his position, it seems like.
He's going to keep turning up here. I mean, the score is a little deceiving here. I think Reblaus feels he's pretty comfortable in this position here. And again, he has 3 castles still, so he's able to keep up the Mangadai production. And Drill is coming in. Drill onagers, Drill siege rams. Oh, it's such a cool tech. He's just going to put the castle back there. Like, he's just going to keep turtling. He feels like he's in a great position here, and he feels like he's not really threatened at all.
Alexander hasn't taken any damage. He's got a few Hussar now doing some work, but it just seems like there's been no push from Reblaus here, so we'll see.
I feel like Herbal Medicine's such an underrated tech too. It's so good, healing up units that you want to keep alive constantly.
Yeah, well, it just got cheaper not that long ago too, or better or something. They just did.
And the
something
drill
with it.
auditors are here.
Yep, Cavalier will try to dive on him. Skirms on the hill again. But it looks like they're just gonna run.
Cavalier aren't going to do anything. Cavalier are taking, Mega Dive fire and fire from 2 castles. And they're not going to get anything done. And this is slowly getting in favor of Dire Blast again. And, oh man, I think it was a little hesitancy there from Alexander. This game is slowly going to warp back into Dire Blast's favor.
I don't know. I feel like they're both pretty happy with their position on the map. I mean, we see Tusk Swords and Blast Furnace coming in now. So
we're seeing Battle Elephants. Let's go. Finally,
Battle
Battle Elephants.
It, though. He doesn't have enough food income for this.
I mean, he has 10k wood, so I think if he sells all of it, he can afford it for a little bit. How many relics does he have? He only has 1 relic compared to... Is that 3 relics?
Yeah, Nomads is coming in, so any house loss won't affect the population space anymore. Honestly, he might even just delete these and build more production buildings. The Trebs are finally here for Reblaus, though. He finally has Trebs on the map.
I know. A miracle. And don't you think, I mean, I think if Alexander made elephants way, earlier ago, I think this game might have been over.
Yeah, I mean, he would have had more of a meat shield for sure. I don't know.
The Cavalier just did not have the killing power. And they survived for a little bit against castles, but, I mean, running into 3 castle fire and Mangadai fire, too, so they're not going to get anything done.
Yeah, there's no gold left on the map either for this elephant switch now. It feels very late.
Oh, clicking off the castle there. It's not done, Dire Plus. It's not done yet.
He stopped it in time. These Trebs of Alexander's, though, will be going down. They're very exposed now. Skirms will get some shots off, obviously, but not great.
This is not the composition you want to fight as Khmer late game.
The elephants aren't going to be good against the drills. It's just drill onagers either.
No, they're just going to get micro down there.
Not even micro, just flattened with stones.
Yeah, the drill onagers can just run away from the elephants and continue shooting them. You went for this composition just way too late here. All the elephants are going to go down there because they're just taking so much fire.
Yep. Long late game is just insane, honestly. But you have to get there, and I think that there was a really good part of this game where Alexander had the advantage.
Nice micro there.
And I think the big mistake for him this game that I think was this first castle of his. The other one should have been farther forward where the current
no real aggression here from Alexander. He put his first castle in a defensive position on the gold there, but I mean, yeah, it gets the gold. It's not going to really get any, kind of map coverage,
Yeah, and we do see a lot of siege workshops coming up across the map.
But the score difference is getting bigger and bigger. Yeah, Khmer are not great against the Mongols when they're fully boomed with gold still in the queue. I mean, these onagers are just going to eat the castle, and it's not something you want. But then again, he has the gold to replace it.
It's not even really too concerned about it. He's got siege rams soon coming that don't cost gold. He's just gonna keep his Mangadai mass
Siege rams that don't cost gold. I don't remember that deck.
Well, he's already researched it, right? So.
I don't know any set that gets free siege ram.
I'm saying he doesn't need gold for that anymore. All he needs gold for is Mangadai. So.
That's true.
He's gonna be fine. He can spam the siege ram and the hussar all day. Keep the Mangadai.
Are we gonna see SO this game? I would love to see SO this game.
I don't think so. I don't think it's worth it at this point. He's cleaning up the town center in the north here.
Get it to flex on Alexander. Not saying I want that or anything, but the game looks very, very much over, I feel.
Yes, I think Jabari is right. The score is definitely the indicator here that else game's basically over.
Yeah, and I think it all came down to the castle placement. That's definitely one of the things in his imp play. I think Cavalier is just not the greatest unit in the world. I mean, What did he get done with the Cavalier? I mean, he killed like 10 Vills in the gold pile on the left TC, and that was about it.
Yep. Siege Onager is on its way in. Will the game last long enough is the question.
Oh, Siege Onager. I can't wait, dude. Fully graded drill Siege Onager is so cool.
There's only one castle left in the map for Alexander. He continues to
Yep.
lose map position. He's lost a lot of vills
Yeah.
outside of his town.
He has no Woodvilles.
So,
He has 0 Woodvilles.
and he's got a lot of wood, but it's going to go away very quickly here. A lot of
This
vills
game
not working.
just looks over.
Krebs will move forward to take out this castle.
The speedy Trebs. Not a fan of their pathing, though, right in between the workshop.
He's not too worried about it, though. He's not even got the Mangadai or the Siege Onagers over here, so... Castle will go down here. That will be quite the loss. The military fight in the middle of the map here. Maybe the last big charge that Alexander has left in him here. Score continues to run away more and more here. And there's so many idols. There's 41 idle bills here for Alexander. So he's definitely not having a good finish to this one.
Oh, drill onagers are just chasing the skirns. That's so funny. This game has been over for, I'd say, 5 minutes now.
Just a few.
Probably a little longer than that.
Alexander trying to hold it up though. Trying to hold as much as he can before calling it here. Basically wait until he gets under 100 pop by the look of it, honestly. He does have res, but he doesn't have anything to do to stop post-imp Mongols. That's the problem. No matter what he makes, the Mongol player has the counter. And at this point, he's not even concerned about reserving the numbers of Mangadai or the siege numbers.
GG. GG's in. GG, well played to both players there. Any wrapping up thoughts here for this game, Juicy?
No, I think we pretty much said it. That castle just was really awkward to play so defensively. I think if he would have placed it more aggressively, might have been better off. And I think, like you said, the Cavalier maybe should have been elephants earlier on before the Mangadai numbers were there. So.
Yeah, it seems like a weird pick. I mean, Cavalier are, of course, much the easier unit to mass up. But in a position like this where Reblaus is turtling, I think elephants and trebuchets and skirns is probably the better composition. I mean, Alexander actually had a huge advantage. He was up to imp and he had trebuchets out, and was actually trapping down one of his castles too. I think if he kept on the trebuchets, like another 2 more trebuchets on the Reblaus's castles, and I think Reblaus is in a horrible position.
Yep. When early on, Alexander had such a great position before that castle even went up. He was doing damage. He just had a little bit too much idle TC time behind it. Thought maybe he was a little bit farther ahead than he was potentially when he pulled everything out of there. So it kind of spiraled from there, and we'll have to go to Alexander's home map, which will be Arena Cove next. And we're gonna load into the game here.
I can't wait for Arena Cove. I hope it's not a 10-hour game.
You never know about these things. I don't think 10 hours is realistic, though. I think, like, 7. 7 is more realistic.
Oh, okay. 7. There you go.
Alright, I'm at 5 seconds when you're ready.
All right. And again, we did not get the Civ draft from both of these players. So, yeah, we don't know what Civs they had drafted for these mats.
That's alright. We got Civs for days here. It's going to be Dravidians for Alexander, and it will be Italians for Reblaus. So, no worries. Is what it is. Weasel's record for Arena Cove was 3.5 hours, and it was his own doing because he refused to make anything other than Hussar, and all he had to make was Elite Cataphract, and he would have made that game end so much faster.
Anyways, I'm at 5 seconds.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, Italians for Reblaus and Dravidians. Civ that you fancy. What do you think? What do you
If
think about
you're,
them on this map?
I think they're a great civ for this map. I'm not sure how they fare well against Italians, but I think they'll be a pretty good civ overall. I mean, if I was a GL here, then I would be, of course, rooting 100% for Dravidians. No doubt about that.
Fair enough. GL does seem to like them quite a bit. They are an interesting civ, and this is kind of an interesting map because it is obviously a very heavy water play map, so they do have some great options with their dock. They do get the extra housing space with their docks, which is quite nice. But when it comes to pushing on land later against Italians, is there a worse civ for them to face other than Italians?
I think Dravidians has a lot of options against Italians here. Of course, they have the super fast firing skirms. They have wood steel halberdier, and they have cheaper bomber cannons. Actually, both civs have a discount on bomber cannons. Funny enough.
Yeah, it's an interesting matchup. I'm torn as to how it's going to go. Obviously, we'll have to wait and see how things progress. Alexander is going to hold the gate
Some
open.
idle time there on the TC for Reblaus. He's waiting for that hunt. I think he should have taken some deer or some sheep at the same time, but I guess he's not too worried about it.
Yeah, I mean, everything is working out fine enough. We'll see what the builds look like here, obviously. Always interesting, but...
Oh, look at that. He's force dropping off just to get the fill production going.
Time are you at?
Not there. What time am I at? I'm at 3:12 or 3:13, 15, 16.
Well, I have a whole one idle town center second, so I don't know what you're talking about, idle TC.
I was the idle vills into the TC. That's what I should
Okay. Idle vills, okay. I was like, literally 1 second between both for their TC.
Yeah, you can see the idle eco there for Reblaus is actually a whole 10% ahead of Alexander.
Fair enough, yeah. I do like what I'm seeing from Alexander, though. He is pushing those deer in from the outside. This is something we haven't seen a ton of, but if players...
I think it's viable on this map. I think there's really no reason to go forward to your enemy base. I mean, what aggression can you really get done other than stopping your opponent from getting the hunt, which is in itself slowing you down because likely the time you'll get there, they're already pushed in about 2 hunt.
Yep. I actually think there's a world where we could see the potential for some sort of Black Forest type run forward and lay these deer outside of the walls at some point. I think that it's becoming so common to have these be pushed in or taken later on that could potentially jump into someone's head, as well as the potential of some very early walls to secure more map on land for yourself.
Yep. I was just seeing an insubordinate deer here from Reblaus. I feel your pain, man. I know how it feels. Deer can be really bad sometimes.
Yeah, yes, they can be. I agree. But they are trying to do something weird with them, push them through gates and into a bunch of people. So, the deer might want to run. Docks are up for both players. Fishing ships are out here as well. Italian fishing ships, a little bit better. So, we'll have
Actually,
to
then again, Dravidian ships are pretty good too, and I like this from Alexander. So really taking advantage of the Dravidian bonus. 2 vills on shorefish, and again, vills collect shorefish the fastest at all food sources in the game, and Dravidians carry extra. So it's really nice. It'll help him get up in time here.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, we've got a lot of different things going on this map, obviously. I mean, you've played the map a few times. I've played the map a ton. There's a lot of civs that work on this map, and it makes it interesting to see what players go for in the earlier rounds, and we have seen a lot of Arena Cove. So I would expect to see more of the same as the bracket continues, especially for those players who feel comfortable with their water builds, because this is, in the truest form, the main water map of the tournament here, and we
Yep.
will see
And
3, 4, 5 dock plays.
already seeing a 20-second difference here before feudal time from Alexander here. This is I'm not sure what to think about this here. I feel like timings are almost everything on this map for feudal age. I feel like if you lose water here, then you're at a huge deficit. Seeing a second dock here come down from Alexander. We're gonna see a huge commitment here from water, and seeing the same here for Reblaus.
Yeah, I bet the time difference has something to do with the cheaper uptimes here for Italians as well.
Yeah,
425
being able to
food.
click up to the next stage at a discount is huge. It's a pretty underrated bonus. I feel like people should favor Italians a bit more for that too, because they could do a lot of things with that.
Yeah, and on a map like this, like you said, timing can be everything. So between the Malay quick up times and the cheaper
Yep.
up times for
And look at
Italians,
this.
it's very nice.
Alexander is going to go for a triple dock play. But the galley's already queued up right now, and a blacksmith is queued up already. He is Dravidian, so he's going to get a lot of wood back from doing this. So do you think the triple galley play will be able to counter this? I think it will be.
Fire galleys,
But then again,
so
fires. I'm not sure I agree with that.
I actually like it. I think it actually makes sense with the more docks that you have. Until you can afford that blacksmith behind it.
4 dock.
Yeah.
4 dock fires. That is insane there. Does he even
Yeah.
have the wood upgrade? I think he needs a wood upgrade if he wants to keep up production for that.
For sure. He will absolutely need that. But fire galley is coming out in a lot more numbers. You can be chasing around a galley, have your dock numbers be there, and just have a little bit easier transition later on when you can end up affording that blacksmith. I think fires is the way to go, honestly. To start, and then you shift into galleys. I really do.
Yeah, but can he keep up production with 4 docks? I mean, I know the Dravidian bonus is pretty insane. Allows you to get an extra dock when you get to the next stage, but can he really keep up production? It looks like he might be able to.
Yeah.
As we've seen one galley here, all on its own, taking a lot of damage. Will he notice? He will notice not in time here. But I don't think Reblaus really cares. He's just going to go for the fish. I think that might be worth.
Though. Is it worth it, though? The galleys will come out. He'll take 2 fishing
Yeah, he
chips.
got 1.
He lost all of
that
his
was 1 for 3.
chips.
1 for 3. I'm not sure that trade is worth it. As I've seen the 3rd dock here come up from Reblaus, so 3 dock versus 4 docks.
The 4th dock will be coming up for Reblaus as well. The galley numbers just aren't here. Look at the military numbers. The galleys are going to be garrisoning. That's not really.
I'm seeing demo ships queued up here. And I think once this happens, I think the player that's on the back foot on this map has lost all his fish and needs to start making a transition for land economy. You don't want to fall behind on a map like this. That is a horrible thing to have happen to you on a map like this.
Yeah, villager goes down here. Fire ship snipes the Ville for Reblaus. Going to lose that Ville. There's the fire ship that's basically sitting on the beach at this point, trying to protect from the repairs. Now the fish are likely to be lost for Alexander here, but again, it's going to cost him a lot of HP on these galleys. Might even cost him all of the galleys at this rate.
Yep, and seeing Loom coming here from Alexander, but it's no real transition here. But then again, he's in a great position. These galleys are not able to snipe any of the fishing from Alexander.
I mean, even if they do snipe him, there's no food transition here for Reblaus. He has nothing on food really other than a few villas under the town center.
No mill.
Demos come, so the galleys will all pop out, but a lot of them lose HP and go down here to this. It's a lot of investment to try to get these docks here. I think that the galley play just really, it's just too slow when you're this close. Especially, you know where your opponent is, right? You have a great idea of where your opponent's docks will be before you ever go forward.
Yeah, we're seeing more fishing ships queue up here from Alexander. Reblaus still has score lead for some reason. I think that might just come down to scouting here. As the score just finally flipped here, as Alexander now has score lead.
Another Ville
as
going
a fifth
down
dock,
fire.
fifth dock attempted, but that's not happening anytime soon. And no vills on food here for Dire Plus. He needs a mill. He needs to get farms out. And now he's not in a good position at all.
Honestly, I think with that translation, he could just lose the game at this point. The one thing going for him is there's been fishing ships added instead of fire galleys, so the military number is not as
Yeah.
overwhelming as it should be.
But Dire Plus is a stubborn player, as we've seen for the first game. He's still making galleys here, and Alexander is kind of let up on the galley production. He doesn't have as many fires as he should.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these are super weak, though, so as soon as these fires close the distance, numbers will start to go down, and look at that. Look how quickly they melt.
Oh, that is just a massacre of galleys there. Definitely not something he wanted to have happen.
Yeah, and now the fire ship production is back in action. The food behind this has continually been coming in as well. As we're up to 8 fishing ships, we have farms down, 8 farms now coming in to Alexander's. So he's very ahead. A demo is going to be out. At best, it could kill one and do some damage here. It looks like not really going to be enough to turn this around, though.
And well, the fish is actually starting to run out here for Alexander. The fish efficiency is just kind of going down here.
Yeah, but he's already transitioned to farms. He's already made that transition. He has 0 eco upgrades right now, which is hurting him abundantly.
That is
but
so sad. But I mean, I'm of the opinion that if your eco isn't touched at home and you have no eco upgrades, then I guess you're just kind of fine. It's not the end of the world.
It's not, but still would be helpful. Second market strategies here for Alexander. Bit of a waste, but you know, thinks he needs it. Maybe misclick, one to blacksmith instead.
Gonna buy his way up and try to get the Castle Age advantage. Yep, that's exactly what's happening here. Sell some of that wood and then click up to Castle Age.
Yep, he will be up faster, but will it be enough now? He's likely to lose all control on water.
Oh, is this intentional? What I'm seeing right now? Double market play. Double market play. Probably forgot that the market was there and is trying to do it just to get up to Castle Age.
Yep, I think it probably was a misclick because blacksmith will come in next door, but the docks aren't going to be here. That's going to be the problem for our Italian player. He's making demos like crazy. They are quite costly, but they are doing enough damage for now. These fire ships are
he's Dravidians. He'll make up the wood, you know. That's 175 wood. Yeah, he'll make it back.
Fishing ship numbers still at 8. Farming numbers up to 11 here, and Alexander is on his way up as well. He did get double bid X. We did miss that coming in.
Yeah, I think Alexander should make a galley transition here. I don't think he should stay on fires forever. Again, he is killing all of his docks. Oh, no, Alexander, no! Need to go back and keep killing the docks. It's gonna go for the dock here on the left. I'm not sure that's a right call there. 2 docks there are gonna keep messing up demo ships.
He doesn't see him.
He doesn't see him, and he just took a nasty demo hit.
Yep. Why he went to this one. He thinks he's cleaning up the last dock right now. He's not seen these other 2. He does have a fire ship a little bit farther up the cove than that, but won't be seen. He is going to start patrolling, though, and he will see these coming in. War Galley immediately. Makes sense. But even with War Galley, the numbers might not be enough. There's a lot of fire ships here.
All right, Alexander's learned his lesson. He's not going to keep his fire galleys all massed up in one spot.
2 demos. He's waiting for upgrades. Will he be able to wait long enough, and how much damage will it do? Another dock.
Let's see. Let's see what happens here. Actually, Alexander is in a great position to get demoed hard. Oh, the first demo here. First demo hit. That's a big demo hit.
Yeah, he's spreading
out. He's trying to mitigate damage here.
It's not bad.
Another hit.
It's really not that bad.
Oh, he's actually taking great trades here.
Yeah, careening and fire or war galley gonna be coming in here now. 7 military down to 2. More docks.
And this is the moment that Reblaus needs. He needs some time here to get back on water. That fire's just gonna go down all by himself. Yep, and look at that. Dire Blast is immediately on his fish.
And
again, I don't think it.
Now.
I don't think it's really necessary at this point.
Full on water play, lots of demos in production. A galleys
What's this?
would
So
be
we're seeing
nice.
forward walls come down here from Alexander.
I think that makes sense. I think adding those just to try to secure yourself some position on the map, as he's going to drop a second town center. Reblaus is fully
Oh,
focused
another
on
demo.
winning water.
Oh, I think all this gets
Alexander.
cleaned up to demos. What do you think?
Yeah, it's going to be pretty close. There's what, 3, 4 demos here right now.
Look at the position. Okay, now Alexander sees. No, no, he doesn't. No, 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 no. You need to spread them out. Oh no, he's taking hits for free here.
Yeah, that was a good bait though. He got away with a 1-for-1 there. 2 more demos pop though. Oh, that's a terrible demos. They take out 2 ships.
Yeah,
They were low HP
not a great
ships
trade
too.
there.
I like the second town center behind this for Alexander. I really do. I think it could be
Yeah,
really
you're in a
important.
lead. You get a lead, you keep it. Continue to get the lead.
Big lead economically as well.
Yeah, both farming up, both wood and farming upgrades. All I need is wheelbarrow to complete the masterpiece, and you'll be good here.
On stone with 10 villagers right, or 9 villagers right now. So Alexander looking for that forward castle potential. The galleys are
You think a
starting
forward
to
castle and a
here.
fast imp? You think that'll probably end this game here?
No, I don't. I don't think it will. It's so hard to push and kill your opponent on this map. Even with a forward castle, it can only be so far. Maybe if he was able to transport in and deny resources.
Then again, he has water control, and Dravidians is an excellent navy civ. They have bombard cannon, or the cannon galleons. Of course, they get all the upgrades. They have their... I forgot the name of that unit. What's the name of the unique unit for Dravidians again?
The ship? Or
Therisidai. Therisidai, that's
yeah.
what it's called.
Therisidai, yep. It will be
I really think
but...
a fast imp here, a forward castle imp and bombard cannons and trebuchets is an excellent move here.
Yeah, it would.
And plus cannon gallons on the water too.
It would be good, but the question is, will he go for it? And will it pay
I love
off?
this here from Alexander. He's repairing all of his fires.
Yeah, that is very nice. He has a lot of ships on the map here. Military number is still in his favor. The mixing in of galleys right now kind of confuses me. I think he should just go
Bad
demos
demo hit
and
there.
fires himself at this point.
Oh, that was bad there for Alexander. Oh, that is not great. Oh no. We can't ease up here. Reblaus is trying to have every opportunity here to get back on water.
And the demos really have come in quite nicely. The KD though is 36 to 35, so it's not that far off. The water battle seems like it's been going better for Alexander, but all these demos are really kind of just negating all those good fights at this point. And now we have a lot of ships here, more demos involved as well. Reblaus is still heavy on water, and he's not giving up.
He's also very heavy on stone here too. Like a lot of those could be farmers there, so it's just to make the transition to Imperial Age. And he's gonna get a castle up here soon, but let's see the fight here on water. And so it'll be another great fight here for Alexander.
Yeah, it's a good note yet again. But he's losing a lot of his ships here.
Actually, he's losing numbers here. A couple demos in can make a huge difference here. And demo in coming in the middle there. Not good enough.
Yeah, but again, the KD is 46 to 46. So, like, the demos are definitely doing their job here. And there's another demo gonna hit.
Spreading out there, trying to minimize damage. That's good. He couldn't do it for the other side there. Look how stubborn Reblaus here is. Look how stubborn he is. He's never getting off water. No matter how many times Alexander's kicked him off water, he's got back. He's managed to get himself back onto water. And he's just going to queue demos at each of these docks here. He's just going to kick him off here. I think he needs a galley transition. I think the fires aren't going to... The fires are just aren't going to get the job done.
Well, I mean, the economy for Alexander is just so much better at this point that, like you said, that forward castle definitely needs to come in. There's a few more demos, a few more ships. He's going to save some more docks. He's going to keep more time here. being fine and dandy, and those demos could be huge. Where are they going to hit? The question. There's a lot of low HP ships here. Demos aren't too bad. And again, the ship number continues to dwindle. More and more production continues to happen. The castle will be coming forward, but it's not as forward as we would like. It's on a hill.
Nope.
On the shoreline.
Speaking of going forward, we see some vills coming forward here to go on
He's
the
dropping
secondary,
a castle at
the outside
home
gold there.
too. He's double dropping castles. Both in...
I think he might be worried about losing water here. I think he's a little afraid.
You think?
I think so. I mean, why would the castle be defensive there?
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I mean, it's
I don't like
working.
it either, man.
It's working. He's not attacking with all the ships right now either. Some of these docks are really weak. It looks like that the dock production might actually be coming to an end here. Population-wise, it's a large lead for Alexander, so he should be able to close this game out and win it. But again, his decisions are not convincing me that he's going to be able to close this out with any sort of early imp. He could click imp, but has yet to do so.
He can click imp right now. But you've yet to see that. Well, he just clicked now. It's currently queued behind a villager? Yes. So, right now, Flush is going to be now on land and, I guess, cannon gallons here, because now Reblaus is fully kicked off water here. Well, I say that, and there's one dock left that hasn't been getting hit by fires, so now it's going to get hit by fires. So, what do you think Reblaus does here now?
Well, he's going to go Imperial Age is what he's going to do. He's
going to go for imp, but what's...
getting the university, getting the monastery.
What's his game plan here? What do you think his game plan here is?
Well, I think he has to give up water at this point. He doesn't really have a chance to get back on it. He's got too many galleys on water. He sees a lot of them with one fire ship that he has left as well. Again, though, Alexander is playing super... Look at this house wall and palisade wall here. Like, I don't mind the forward stone wall here in the middle. We've seen this exact wall many times because obviously it kind of splits the map in half for you on land. And it does grant you some comfort. And you can kind of hold a position, right? But there's a lot of resources over here that can still be taken. And there's a few relics that he could grab, but neither player has done so. Finally, we get Horse Collar and Bowsaw for the Italian player. The real question again, though, is on land, is it going to be convincing here, as we don't even have but a barracks here for Alexander. So he's imping for, what, cannon galleon, potentially? Fast fire ships? Transports. The answer is transports, folks. He's got transports queued. 2 of them.
What?
He's making stables. He's making stables at home. So rather than push on land...
Oh, God. We're really going to see this unit in play? God, I hope not.
Fire, Medical Corps coming in. The Cav have 0 upgrades. The first armor upgrade is coming. First, he has nothing produced. I'm not convinced here. I don't like it. He should be on land. He should be gaining more control on land. Look at all these resources he could be denying.
It's coming, man. It's coming. Woot Steel Elephants. Now, keep in mind, yes, do you see those elephants queued? Do you see those elephants?
But
do you see medical quartz, right?
Will he be able to afford Woot Steel?
He's getting medical quartz. He's getting +2 armor. Now, keep in mind, Woot Steel elephants are still the worst elephants in the game, losing out to melee even without equal numbers. That's how bad they are. I mean, melee should win all the time in an elephant war because, you know, they're cheaper and they have the elite tech. But it's just to show how bad those elephants are. That is... I don't want to say that's a good way to throw a game. Because if he just goes Genbo, those elephants are essentially useless.
Yep, chemistry coming in for both. Fast fire ships are obviously in. There are 23 fast fire ships on the cove here. Not all with full HP.
Yep, the elephants are getting into the transport ship. They're marching in right now. What did this all get converted?
There's no monk. So right now it's not a possibility, but I would be awful.
But there will be a reaction for it.
Castle at home here, and it's Genbo. He's producing Genbo. They're on their way. Genoese crossbow will be the end of that if it comes
I
forward.
was seeing 4 Callingans immediately queued up here.
Quite costly. The res behind this, though, is looking good. We do have the TCs finally for Reblaus, so
Yeah.
he should start to see some good economic position. He is already making bombard cannons, so he will push on land. He will try to push on land. Honestly, if he's making Genbo, these elephants, like you said, they won't be able to do much. There's no wood steel yet either, by the way, that I've seen. Have you seen?
I know, no wood steel. I'm waiting. I'm hoping to not be disappointed here, but then again, we'll have to see here. So seeing the archer upgrades coming in, Bliss is coming in here as well, so he's going to get ready for the potential Genbo. He's not gonna, walk into that trap. Hopefully.
Now, he's already got a few of them on the field. One monk is coming out for relics, it looks like. Another town center. These town centers are in really awkward positions, but he will have 4 of them right here in this corner, plus his starting town center.
And I don't think he'll be ranged by the cannon guns. Well, the main TC here will definitely be ranged by the cannon galleons.
And it's full skirm behind this on land. He's going to have 9 archery ranges. Sitting by the castle here. Genbo are attacking the house. Economically, things are starting to catch up here. As the bombard cannons are getting hit by a fast fire, cannon galleons are microwaving against those.
I can't tell you what's more annoying, to fight bombard cannons against cannon galleons on water. I think that might be the most annoying thing to fight and micro against.
Perhaps. Genbo are attacking Goldvilles here. Not many of them either, but Alexander doesn't want to show his hand here. Saving the skirms, upgrading the skirms. There's Woot Steel.
Saving
finally.
the elephants. Yeah, Woot Steel elephants. It's coming, boys.
One more elephant.
Get hype. Get your hype ready in the chat, because that is something you'll never ever see.
They're on their way. 9 of them loaded.
They're on their way.
How does this thing float?
You can't believe he's gone for it.
Yep, and they're gonna land, but what will they do? Genbo will probably be sent back immediately. They are attacking a house.
So many elephants. The elephants are here.
It's 4 bombard cannons. The elite, or the Genbos are just going to come back. And the cannon galleons are going to be microwing against bombard cannons here. Fun time.
See how fast it takes the elephant to kill a Vil. It's like 2 hits.
That's pretty quick.
Yeah, it's 2 hits. 2 hits.
But the Genbo are here, and they will continue to micro against this. Might even see a conversion come in. The monk is there. They'll be going for a conversion.
Now, all the gold bills going down there. So many gold bills dead. Elephant stolen.
It's working. It's working.
You get to see Woot Steel elephants, Katos.
It is working. We do have another town center coming in the back. And then there's only 4 elephants left. 6. Sorry, there's a few attacking houses still.
Yeah, but back at Alexander's castles, he's yet to move out. He's actually getting ready to move out now. I think he pushes out with a bunch of bombard cannons. Oh, just a quick thing here. Most people don't know this. The elephant ram does not take any bonus damage from the Genbo. Most people don't know that.
The elephants didn't really convince me here. Not gonna lie.
No, I wasn't convinced by him either. I mean, they killed 8 Vils in the gold pile. They killed another 5 in the farms. That was good. Good damage there, but, Gembos exist, and they'll stop them from existing.
Yeah, he's gonna go into light cav. He's going into light cav with the Dravidian.
That's probably a better unit than the elephant. But, I mean, he did get good damage in. He did get good damage in, so let's see here. Let's see the push here.
Did he for the cost? Like
8 Vils? 8 Vils on the gold and 5?
Plus 2.
It probably wasn't worth it.
Like, the villager count is better for Reblaus now, and there's 1 converted elephant to come back here. And
it's only better because Reblaus is stubborn and doesn't want to quit. And he's a fighter and a survivor.
Bombard. Ooh, the redock. Ooh. Now we see a forwarder castle. As we'll see a bunch of skirmishers here as well.
Oh, the cannon gowns and the fires are out of position.
And the
See the
galleons.
redock there, and the cannon gowns are
only one
dying here
left.
too.
Out of 4. The skirmishers are doing work though on the vills here.
I like the elephants too. They're really cool.
Pavise, chainmail armor, barracks. It will be condo Tiero spam for days. And at the same time, bombard cannons are dying to fire ships. That's the very disgusting kill right there. Shipwright on its way in as well.
The
The siege
time?
elephants are coming. I'm not convinced yet that this is gonna work. I'm really not. It's interesting.
Yeah,
Obviously,
I think
the
as soon
siege
as
will
Alexander sees the, as soon as he sees the condos, I think he should start queuing a Rumi.
Oh, 100%, 100%. But will it
He should
be
see the barracks now.
another castle? And a lot of vills are dying here, so Alexander should be pretty happy with this. The dock is seen. The condos are not masked enough, obviously, yet. More bombard cannons to come. Shipwright was
Yeah, but
researched.
as soon as he gets the last armor, and oh, he didn't have loom. That's why they were dying so quickly. Oh my god, we were giving too much credit to the elephants. But then again, it doesn't matter. They'll just ignore the armor.
Squires and Arson gonna be coming in behind this.
Look at those skirms. They're like machine guns. They're just machine gunning them down.
Towers, let's go.
Yeah, here comes the condos.
Yeah, they're gonna destroy these skirms, but there's castles, there's bombard cannons, there's siege elephants. Will there be enough?
Yeah, let's see. These guys have a lot of armor. Thanks to Pavis.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, 5 pierce armor. Should be enough to deal with the skirmishers.
Castle coming up behind us. There are already trebs and bombard cannons coming forward here, though. So we are gonna see these trebs and bombard cannons start to attack these castles.
I mean, I don't want to say it's over. I mean, there's Wood Steel Light Cav rating. And actually, Wood Steel Light Cav are actually way better than the Wood Steel Elephants. They're actually not too bad of a rating unit.
I mean, for the cost, I mean, it's definitely better than what we saw with the elephants. Alexander did make an interesting choice going for those. But you know what we're not seeing right now, which is concerning? No Arami swordsmen in production yet.
No Rumi. Bunch of siege elephants. He can go in right now and start killing all the trebuchets.
Yeah, the bombard cannons get sniped here. Vills, are they going to be able to wall this? No. Bombard cannons will run. These trebs not going to survive. There's condos, though. The condos will do work.
The condos. Will the trebs live? Will they live? I think they will. If the condo doesn't get in the way of the trebuchet.
One treb goes down, but
Alright,
there's
one
more
treb
trebs.
is down.
More trebs.
He's going ARB. I think he should go for a melee unit here. He should go melee unit to complement the skirns. At least they'll cover the weakness.
Light cav show up here, but there are Genbo here waiting to deal for that. They won't get anything done at this rate. And the trebs continue to attack a castle. Bombard cannons over here as well. A skirmisher attacked a boar. The skirm is going to die to a boar.
Let's see that. Nice. I'm not sure I agree with the ARB play here. I don't think the ARBs get anything done. I think that's just easy to play around here for Italians.
Yep, castle will go down, but the trebs are likely to go
down. That's a lot of elephants there. Those treads will go down.
Resource-wise, though, both players have a ton of res in the bank. I think another thing that's really hurting Alexander right now is out of the 61 military he does have, 23 of those, or 21 of those are ships that are useless right now.
So look at his queue right now from his ranges. It's mostly a mix of skirns. I think he needs to stop the skirm production and just go straight ARB, so he wants to continue with that unit. Skirms aren't really going to get anything done here. Like, no more skirm. Skirm is not needed anymore.
Yep, castle's not gone down yet. The Genbo mixed with the condos surviving for the moment, but obviously the ARB numbers are good enough. But the bombard cannons could get a good shot. They do not.
Good awareness there from Alexander, avoided the bombard cannon shots.
Are we going to see a Hussar switch from our Italian player? see stables.
Oh, we're seeing the Arumi. We're seeing the Arumi.
We're gonna see Elite Arumi after this one Krebs that can't be produced because he's max pop right now.
Popcat. Kill a couple fires. They don't need those fires. They only need a couple just to, patrol the coastline.
I agree. I think that's really hurting here. He could have 20 more military. Stable numbers are increasing.
I like how there's just Jembo on patrol now. He's just waiting for Alexander to come through.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. I actually think he should use his monk and try to convert some fast fires just for fun. But it's also kind of to be annoying. Maybe make his opponent think he's going to come back on land. Bombard cannons are going to snipe the Treb. And it will go down effectively here. Another Treb is here as well.
Yeah, it's kind of little things that hurts Dravidians long term. They don't have siege engineers.
Yes.
So in fights like this, it's not good for them.
Yeah, Elite Arumi Swordsman is in now, though. We finally see that tech complete. This castle is going down. Gold is...
Those Ards are just taking so much damage from the bombard cannons.
Gold is running out. We have, what, 2,300 gold left?
Yeah, but then again,
that's it.
it's 12k wood. You could sell all that and keep fighting for a little longer.
It's true. But gold running out.
But he's diving in. I don't think you
not
should
a good
dive
thing.
in on that. Tempted to dive in and try to take the fight there. Let's have Elite Arumi, but then again, these Arumi don't have any armor upgrade. Look at that. Zero pierce armor. One volley from a castle will take out like 5 Arumi.
Yeah, Masonry coming in behind this too, so this castle will likely survive as bombard cannons are trying to snipe yet another Treb here. And the castle will go down.
He's at a stone. He's at a stone. He's at a stone.
Out of stone, it's sort of going to be an issue here as the Hussar will make an appearance as well. Trebuchet crane.
Yep.
What? Is he going for dock? Oh, the ships have been pulled. He's going to go for docks.
Oh. Yeah. Reblaus is he's gonna take this back, man. He will never give up here. He sees any opportunity that he can get back into the game, he's gonna take it.
Yeah, the Trebs have yet to come forward. The Trebs retreating and being repaired right now for Alexander. Bombard cannons still here. Architecture, we are getting plate barding armor. Last upgrade on those Hussar coming in.
I think he should just go for his bombard cannons, or Alexander should go for his own bombard cannons here. Just kind of play around and just do some bombard cannon war.
Yeah, he had them for a little bit, but again, no gold. He just doesn't have the gold. And Reblaus dying to Hussar is not a way you want to see the gold go away.
No, but then again, those Hussar don't have the last armor, so they're just kind of getting melted right now. Now they do, but then again, all of them just got melted.
Villagers dying here, trying to put up docks, putting them in weird positions. The Genbo here have 10 kills, gonna get another kill on a fire ship. Murder holes? Why are we getting murder holes? Oh, we could see a castle on the shoreline maybe, to try to get back on water? I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be a way to do it.
It's interesting how passive the play is right now. Alexander has most of the map, and has not been able to do much with it. Heated shot coming, yeah, so we're going to see castles. We're going to see a redock attempt here, yet again. And again, there's just nothing pushing. Here's bombard cannons. We do have bombard cannons for Alexander coming forward now. And we do have a transport ship with Rami Swordsman in it this time, but there are Genbo here.
Those guys have no armor. No armor.
Yep.
The TC will be able to kill them.
The Hussar numbers are massively growing here. He's going to send a few in and waste those, but Hussar numbers
those guys are just going to die immediately. The bombard cannons are coming in. Elite cannon gal. I didn't even notice he didn't have elite. What does elite give you? Does it give you extra range too?
It gives you 2 extra range, I think is all it gives you.
Oh, that's huge there.
Oh, bombard cannon v bombard cannon micro. 3v2. Oh, he's going to take down the Trebs. He's just going for the Trebs.
And neither player has a siege engineer, so it's an equal fight here. He's going for the stables here.
Yeah, the Hussar
How many Hussars he has queued up?
The The Hussar numbers, I think, just
He has
need
a
to
lot.
be sent out here,
He has
honestly.
a lot of them. There are no more Rumi here, by the way. There's no more Rumi guarding the Arbalesters.
There are 6 mixed in the back, but yeah, there's not many. Not many at all. The raid has not come forward either. There's not enough in that transport ship, I guess, to send them forward yet. And now the Trebs and the bombard cannons are just fighting bombard cannons. Oh, a big shot. A big shot.
Oh, that's
the
gotta hurt.
Hussar.
And now the Hussars are coming out.
And this army could get wiped here, really, with the bombard cannons. Will kill the Treb. That's a lot of Hussar, and they are fully upgraded, folks. And there's mostly
Yeah,
skirts.
33 Hussar.
Mostly skirts.
Over 30 Hussar here. This army's gonna get cleaned up.
With the population
Alright, it looks like...
swapping now. The Trebs and the bombard cannons will melt these castles, no question. So much res in the bank here for Alexander.
I know, there's so much.
The Rami Swordmen, 9 of them. Apparently we can't fill a transport to max capacity. They will be coming forward. There's only, one Genbo here? But
I don't think the raid's gonna get anything done here.
nah, it doesn't matter. He can replace those. So.
Dire Blast is up to good population.
Yep.
He's getting the Rumi out, but then again, these Rumi, no armor upgrade.
Yeah, one Genbo is actually going to send these Arumi in towards him. That's unfortunate. The Hussar numbers are going to go way down, but the Treb's getting cleared up here. More map control being taken. 419 gold left there to take as well. The Arami swordsmen are in, but like you said, the town center will kill them. And right now, that is exactly what's happening. As we'll have elite, Genoese crossbow, and hoardings coming into play here.
Unfortunately, the Rumi are more interested in attacking a farm, and the Rumi are all going to go down.
Yeah, just one left.
Just one left there. Actually, there's 2 left in the farms there, so they'll get some kills, but then again, it's going to get converted. It got converted. And he's healing it too.
Ring, all the armor archer upgrades coming in. Transport ship will go back.
The Rumi are out of position. The Rumi need to get back to the front. The Skurns are taking a fight. The Skurns can't be fighting there.
Adding fish traps for our Dravidians player. It's very strange to call this right now, as we see pikemen being teched into here.
Yeah, it's out of gold.
And there's Elite Genbo.
Forced to
the
go
numbers
trash.
of Elite Genbo are okay for the time being.
I mean, I think Arb would be a better unit here, but you know, each their own. Well,
Can't
let's
afford it.
see.
He hasn't collected
Can't afford
the
it.
relics.
Well, actually, no, he can't afford it. He can't afford it.
Yeah, but he's not been selling that at the market though. Even in the last
Big shot there. Taking out an Arumi. Oh, but the Rumi are out of position here. The Rumi didn't want to go forward there.
Yeah, this is going to get cleaned up here. All of it. Again, the military would get completely wiped. And Alexander just seems to be in a really bad way now. He's selling a bunch of wood. He's just now getting guilds.
He needs to sell almost all of his wood right now.
Will it be enough, though?
I mean...
Post-imp Italians
17,000 wood.
Post-imp Dravidians, I pick Italians every time.
Well, I mean, does he have relics?
The Italian player has 2. Dravidian player has 0, but could have had 3.
Okay, then it is a huge advantage for them. Look at the score difference. Dire Blast was almost at like, I don't know, like almost like 1,000 score difference or deficit or 10k score difference, and now look at the difference.
And the castles are going down. He's going to be down to 2 soon, and then shortly he'll be down to 1, and then there will be no Aroni swords in production. Won't even be possible.
Yeah. Of course, the Halbs are eating the Hussar for breakfast, but then again, like, he has really no army to fight this back. He has no siege.
Yeah, he did get rid of the numbers on water, but now it looks like
he's getting back on water.
Yep.
Come back on water. He's gonna take it, man.
Yeah, just
I feel like this.
The Dravidians are just.
Go ahead.
The Dravidians, if they don't go for the right comp at the right times in this matchup, and it gets to this stage of the game, I give it to Italians every time.
I think it kind of comes down to what happened in the first game. I feel like he has a lead, he doesn't hold it. He doesn't put on the aggression. He stays a little behind. He kind of plays a little passively. I think it's more comes down to being a little like, should I push out? And that's a hard thing to say. Like, should you go out? I mean, it's hard to know if you have a great lead or if he's like, you push out and all of a sudden you're losing castles and you're not in a good position afterwards. A great fight there from Alexander, but Jembo is still alive.
Yeah, and the skirms are here. That castle's gonna go down here at some point, it looks like. He can't repair it, obviously. He's got 20k wood in the bank and has yet to sell a lot of it. I don't know, it just feels like this has not been, like you said, a good timing situation. Fast fire ship is in, and that will actually be kind of annoying for Alexander to deal with.
Yep, and Direbus is going to take back water control. Is going to start getting cannon gallons back on water here. He's just going to take control of everything. And, oh man, this feels so rough. Having such a huge lead and then just kind of throwing it there. I feel it kind of comes down to maybe the investment with Wood Steel Elephants, the investment for Elite Rumi. I think that could have been invested for, more bomber cannons, the Halbtech, which is probably more useful than the Rumi right now.
The fast fires will head out across the map here for Reblaus now. The military numbers are definitely in favor for Reblaus. He's going for guard tower now. He does have 1,500 stones, so maybe he just wants to start to tower these positions.
Oh, I keep forgetting he doesn't have the armor upgrades. He's just getting the second one right now. So the Jembo are just killing them in such few shots.
Oh yeah, they're just getting wiped here. The only thing that they're really doing is cutting down the Hussar numbers quite convincingly, but again, the push is getting really far back here, and actually Alexander has chopped through a large portion of his wood that he has at home, so this is gonna be very strange if he ends the game with 23,000 wood still. Could sell it, could make some units here, has yet to do so. Reblaus is literally teched into everything behind this. He's got Keep, he's got Fleet Skirm coming in now.
Alexander gave him all the tools he needs to come back into this game.
Selling 100 word for 17 gold, it's just not a lot. And
that's still something.
What an interesting game.
I mean, Dravidians have ideally a good composition against Italians. Cheaper bombard cannons. I mean, both Sith have the exact same thing. Skirms are fire faster, which would be great against Jembo. Halbs ignore armor, which is also a good thing too. But I think it comes down to like what he did in Imperial Age here, being a little too passive there.
And military numbers though are starting to favor Alexander on land, but that's because we see on water a lot of docks, a lot of fire ships coming out, and actually a lot of fire ships have already died. So
died the castle fire.
We do see a relic in the hands of a monk here for Alexander, but he's yet to drop it off in the town center, and we'll have Elite Cannon Galleon now from Reblaus, as he will just continue to spam units in here, accept his losses, try to save his bombard cannons, getting nice shots on these skirmishers here that are now out of position heavily.
Oh, that's a big hit there.
And the fast fires are going to be here. The elite cannon galleons and galleons will be able to start taking out buildings from land. Fighting with galleons in this small area where the fight has been going on for the last 30 minutes is likely going to really...
Actually, a couple of galleons on the side there would just make things so much more messy.
Yeah, he's got 10 of them sitting here, so likely going to see those be used. Both players still
Alexander's finally... So. Yeah, he's finally got all his armor upgrades.
Yeah, but will it be enough now at this hour and 22-minute mark? Going back to condos or going to champs may help. Yeah, I mean, it would definitely be fine. I don't think it really matters, though. I don't think he's going to be able to push far enough back. He just doesn't have the control on the map now. The whole situation for him starting to fall apart as cannon guys, elite cannon guys, 5 of them are going to start taking out docks, they'll start taking out castles. All of this will be
see the Rumi back on production here.
Out of 1 castle. Not
Yeah, the
convinced,
one castle.
not convinced now.
Yeah, but that one castle's gonna go down soon.
Yeah. And
There'll
the
be no
cannon
more
galleons
Ruby.
are moving in now. This will be mere seconds before this castle is completely eliminated, and he can't repair it. And then he doesn't have but 88 stone.
I just love how good the Rumi is against melee units. It's such a great unit against them.
Yeah.
Ignoring armor and doing a charge attack is so big. But then again, we won't be seeing a Rumi anytime soon here. This castle will go
Onager.
bye-bye.
Seen Onager again. This game.
Onager from Italians?
Yep.
That's crazy. I guess it makes
Castle
sense.
moved down. Look at all these vills on the wood back here, rebuilding lumber camps, getting hit from galleons from a mile away.
This is getting worse and worse here for Alexander. It's really unfortunate too. Oh, and look at the galleys are sitting there while the units are doing drive-by. They're just getting hit constantly.
Yep. Maybe not killing them all, but definitely weakening them all up.
Yep. Actually, it's doing a good job of killing them.
Yeah, just the skirms will go down quickly for sure. I mean, Alexander's had both of these games in great positions, just unable to finish them out due to whether it be decision making, I guess we'll just call it.
I think it's a little bit of complacency. I think it's like he's feeling he's in a great position here, kind of underestimating how stubborn Dire Bless could be.
Yeah, I mean, he won water here. He had a huge lead. And, I mean, he has a score lead right now, but he's losing position. Obviously, he's pulled back some on land here. He's using all his gold to go for bomb cannons. He's full halb right now. If Reblaus switches into Condo to Hero, like somebody said in chat, or champion on his own right, I mean, I don't think that the Dravidians can stop it now.
I don't think so either.
These galleys sitting here have 29 kills, by the way.
I believe it.
That is a lot of kills. The cannon galleons are destroying houses to the point where Alexander is building houses in the very back corner of the map. And look what we see now. A lone transport ship here from Reblaus.
Dravidian chants are pretty good. You get the wood steel and gambesons. It's quite nice.
I mean, he is starting to push back on land, but how long will it last is the question. And we see
how long will this last?
Bills and a monk going to be in this transport. There is a fire ship here, though. It's just patrolling. Nothing too concerning. But
Keeps being researched here from Dire Bless.
Honestly, if he would have dropped a few keeps where all this fighting is going on, it could be quite beneficial for the DPS.
Yep, we're just seeing Teal or Dire Blast add in his own skirms.
The transport has gone to the middle, where we are sitting on an island with a relic, so Dire Blast might actually grab that relic. Cannon galleys are over here shooting down production buildings as well now.
Yeah. This game's gone for an hour and a half here.
The monk will be with relic, and he's going to send the Vill for it, and I bet you he sends the monk back.
Right now, I think Alexander needs to go to the market, hit shift, hold down shift, and just click the wood icon and just sell almost all of his wood right now. But then again, does he really want to do that? I mean, there's only one. Well, actually, how many wood lines does he have?
Not
like none.
Many.
Like
Not
none.
Many.
Speaking of which, there are stables now in Alexander's face.
Yeah, and that'll probably be what calls it here, because look at all the unprotected eco back here. There are, if I could click a Vill. Cannot click Vills, apparently. There are 62 Vills on the map right here in this small area. That's a lot.
Is he trying to wall him in with a... He's trying to wall him in with a workshop.
Yeah, but the Huthar are coming out now. All these farms being abandoned too will really hurt the economy. He's trying to drop a lot more new ones here, but losing control of that. I mean, he's down to 18k wood. He had 24,000 at one point. The push
Yep.
is going all right over here, but I mean, really, the condos are being added back in. Skirmisher numbers, there are castles all over the place.
He's lost map control of his own base.
Mm-hmm.
At this point of the game, this is huge.
Yeah, and Reblaus took that relic from the middle, so
Yeah, it's still going.
Still going. I mean, based on score, it's extremely close game currently. But if you look at the
Somehow.
map, with battering rams coming out to take down things, cap ram coming in, the Hussar have made it into the wood line here now, so that will be a lot of dead vills. The Hussar and the farming economy. Population overall will completely drop. 101 military right now, actually, for Alexander.
Yep, and he's losing bills. Look at his bill count. It's half that of Reblaus. Score lead is finally flipped.
Joe says this is
He only has
my
one
half of the
TC.
bracket. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I
One
believe it is.
TC. One TC, and he's losing all of his bills.
That
I
TC
think this game is
bad.
finally over. Well, I mean, I say it's over, but the game only ends when the player decides it's over.
Yeah, but soon he won't be able to produce because there won't be anything to produce from. These buildings are going to go down. The villagers are all going to go down. Stables galore. Cannon galleons are taking down production buildings. These galleys continue to kill the units. These galleys have 49, 50 kills now. Kados thinks the elephants are still the play. Well, you know. Not so much on this end. The castle is going down here, so the push is still working, but there's just no military here for Reblaus now.
Juicy. Can you tell me how many TCs Alexander has?
Not to one. Not to one.
Not a single one. Can he build another TC?
55 bills. He could if he buys it from the market.
He could if he buys it.
But there's only 7 bills on wood for him as well, so that wood count's going to start to plummet vastly. As it was just 17k, he just queued up everything, and now it's 15.5k. So it's turning into a wood game here, folks.
See, on the other side of the map, he's barely... Reblaus has barely used any of his wood.
Well, he has, but he's now chopping wood on the other side of the map as well, so... Actually...
This is my home now.
This is ridiculous, but these galleys have 69 kills. Nice.
Oh no, he's building farms with the Hussar there. He had to lead all of them.
Yeah, well, the production is just too insignificant now. And all these vills are exposed. All of them are in this corner of the map here. And, well, there's the egg. The egg. GG's coming in.
GG well played to both players here. Good luck next. Well played here from both Alexander and Reblaus.
Yeah, crazy game. Crazy game. Let's just take a quick look at these statistics real quick. Reblaus ended up with the tech, the economy, and the military score. Society went in favor of Alexander for some reason. I don't really understand that, but they did. The KD, 1133 to 994 there for Reblaus. A few more units lost than killed there for Alexander. He lost a...
Thanks. Yeah, thanks for participating, Alexander. Really appreciate it. You had some really entertaining games to cast.
Yeah, it was a good set. His set before that was good and entertaining as well. Full res gained, little over 1,000 more for Reblaus, and wood though nowhere near. Davidians had way more wood.
That'll be the one thing they'll have if they go out in the game. More wood than the other opponent.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
it's a game.
But this set should be like great overall, anyways. Even if like I'm really enjoy it, it's like you get to see wood steel elephants. I mean, how often did you get to see wood steel elephants?
I think there's a reason we don't see wood steel elephants. I think we just
there's a specific reason why we don't see them, but it's still cool to see them.
I don't know if it's cool. I don't know if it's cool. I think it definitely hurt him. Definitely hurt him, unfortunately. This is a large investment. But he went for it. I can respect him going for it.
Words have angered Kados.
That's okay. Kados will forgive me. He will forgive me. Nonetheless, we're gonna update the bracket here. And we're gonna see what things are gonna look like moving forward. So if you guys do wish to avoid spoilers, this is your one and only warning to look elsewhere. But
Yeah.
guys, it's worth saying. It's worth saying. Let's get rid of this ad that's in the way, and let's make this make it a little bit easier to look at here. Reblaus will take the set 2-0, as we know, and he will advance to face Contraman 666. So we're starting to get our round of 16 sets matched up here. We still have a few sets to go. We have a few sets turned in as well. So before long, we're going to be about down to the top 16 here for the 1700 bracket. A lot of games, a lot of fun. Hopefully everyone's been enjoying themselves. And thanks for participating, guys. It's been insane. Whether you're here in chat or participating in playing the tournament, it's been great. Knight, anything you'd like to say before you head off for the evening?
Sets are a lot of fun to cast. I think it's got also a good learning experience too for both players as well. I mean, you got to see, and hopefully that'll be something to look forward to when we see Reblaus move on here. Is he is one very stubborn player, will do anything to get back into the game here. And unfortunately, I feel like Alexander had points at like getting up the leads on each game here, but just kind of struggled to continue holding it.
Yep. Yep. It was definitely really good games from him. Just like you said, sitting back a little bit too much potentially, and not being as
Mm-hmm.
aggressive when maybe he should have been. But I mean, some great games nonetheless. GG's to both. Thank you again, I guess. I mean, I can't thank you guys enough. It's been crazy. I've spent, I don't even know, 20, 30 hours casting these games. It's been crazy.